So you hid it way out here? Not an easy place to discover, that's for sure. Well, let's go check to see if it's safe.
Traveler, wait. We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
Hey, wait up! Let the show begin.
It appears the mechanisms here have changed over time. You can access the upper floor through the side door. Perhaps you should try reactivating the mechanism over there.
I'll protect us.
Make sure all the runes are pointing in the direction indicated by the light. That should unlock the mechanism. The door's open. Let's go. Our destination is just up ahead.
Looks like we can't go any further.
Be on your guard.
It's the Abyss Order! They're here!
Water jet! Transfixed! My turn. This is where you fall. Laid bare. Locked on! Bullseye! Hold on to your hats.
Just as I suspected. The false memories were a trap. The Abyss... Now that they're in the vicinity, we should have a chance to see...
Dane? What's wrong?
Can you feel that? There's been a disturbance in the ley lines. It must be the work of the Abyss.
Wow, you must be really sensitive to that sort of thing. Paimon doesn't feel it.
You too. Do as I say. Use that mechanism over there and leave this place. The Abyss Order is putting something in motion. If you return to Vimara Village, just think of it as a way to divide and conquer. I knew going along with your trap would be the only way to meet with you face to face.
You risked your safety and that of the Eye? That's quite the gamble, Dainsleif. But I believe that I am the one walking into a trap laid by the Twilight Sword.
So you came here all on your own? What about those followers of yours?
When the Twilight Sword is prepared for battle, any army I could send would only be marching to their doom. Better that I face you alone. I know you must have a lot to say, but if it's a conversation you want, you'll have to defeat me first.
The Abyss Order's on the move. The ley lines are all out of whack. We better hurry back to Vimara Village and see what's... Hey, look at those hilly churls over there. Weren't they acting super agitated just a little while ago? Why are they so calm all of a sudden?
In the new world, they bade farewell to the shrouded sun. At last, they no longer needed to dwell on their suffering, or try to differentiate between various thoughts of blasphemy. Such was the price they paid, and thus their souls became cleansed and pure.
Did you hear that? What was that sound? It sounded so gentle. Could that... Oh, this is weird. Let's check... Looks like the same thing is happening over here, too. The hilly churls are calm.
You see, we're both still here. We've reclaimed an endless amount of... Release your tears.
Over there. It looks like they're sleeping.
In the end, he whispered, softly, "Sleep well, Father. Sleep well, my beloved people. When you awake, that which differentiates us shall..."
It almost sounds like a poem or some... Well, now that the hilly churls have calmed down, Vimara Village should be... Let's put this situation to the side for now. Dane said this might be our chance to find the missing villager, so we should head back to Vimara Village before... Grandpa Medea, is everyone all right? The Abyss Order seems to be up to something nearby.
The Abyss Order? This is the first I'm hearing of it. Thank you for your concern, but as far as I'm aware, it's been business as usual here in the village.
Well, that's good to hear. Oh, also, you didn't happen to come across any clues about the missing villager while we were gone, did you?
Someone's gone missing, you say? Who would that be?
Huh? You know, the young guy from Vimara Village. The one you've been looking for all this time. You posted a commission with the Sumeru Adventurers Guild. That's kind of the whole reason we're here, actually. Your missing persons commission.
Ah, I do apologize, you two. I hope I'm not worrying you too much. I'm sure it's just my age making me forgetful again. At least right now, I can't seem to recall whatever it is you're referring to. Perhaps you should try asking someone else.
But how is that? All right. Thanks for your help, Grandpa Amadea. Something's definitely not right. We just talked to Grandpa Amadea about the missing villager. There's no way he could have forgotten all about him just like that. What do you think, Traveler? Could everyone's memories of the missing villager have been erased again? You're right. We should narrow down the possibilities first. Let's go ask someone else then.
Someone's gone missing? Who?
Just as expected. That guy you said a bunch of nice things about earlier? The one he's around 20 years old, and you said he was a kind, warm-hearted person?
Oh, I know who you're talking.
Really?
There aren't many young people who've earned that kind of praise from me. Then there's only one person who fits the bill. No doubt about it. But why'd you say he's gone missing? Yeah, I just saw him leave the village. There was someone else with him, too. They couldn't have gone far.
Strange. Bayram seems to remember him. And apparently he just saw. Do you think maybe it's not that there's something wrong with people's memories, but that we've somehow returned to a time before he went missing?
Just like what happened with Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, no one remembers him. Because there's been a change in people's memories. If we really did travel back to a time before he disappeared, that could explain why the villagers said he hadn't gone missing. If this person only exists in people's memories, maybe we're in someone's memory right now. If we really did travel back to a time before he disappeared, that could explain why the villagers said he hadn't gone missing. Just like what happened with Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, no one remembers him.
Right! Paimon totally forgot about the leyline disturbances. We're in someone else's memory. Just like how you entered your sibling's memory last time. That would also explain why we seem to be at a time before he went missing. It's a memory after all. Right. If he's someone who only exists in people's memories, then we're... But didn't Bayron just say that he saw him leave the village? Who knows how long this ley line disturbance is gonna last? We might not have that much time, and we don't even... Good idea! That'll help us... We pretty much figured out that the missing villager has the ability to... Right! That! Could we try to figure out... Like, does it maybe leave a trace that would somehow give him away?
All the memories seem to be set in or near Vimara village, but I'm still not sure if they're restricted to this location. If time was allowed to pass within the false memories, there's a higher chance they might conflict with someone's original recollection. That would make it much harder to avoid. There's a difference between memories that arise from lived experiences and those that are...
No wonder! All this time and the sky hasn't changed a bit! That must mean time isn't passing! That's the tell of the fake memories! The implanted memories are basically taking place outside of the regular 24 hours of the day. If the memories included the regular passage of time, it would be easy for people to tell that something was off. Like there could be overlap or something. People might start to wonder why they remember doing two different things at the same time of day. That's why he makes sure the memories take place at a specific moment in time rather than over a period of time.
The
color of the sky coincides with the moment in time she described. We thought Chief Amadea forgot about the missing villager, but it turns out we're at a moment in time before the village issued the commission. Dainsleif had memories implanted into his mind. Could it be that it's happened more than once?
Oh, right! That's exactly what Atosa described!
Come to think of it, every time we talked, it always seemed to be around. Time always passed by really slowly. Even when it felt like we'd been talking for hours, the sun would still be at the same position in the sky.
Yep, that has to be it! This is definitely Atosa's. Yeah, that's where they'll be.
So, you see, Granny Jahiet was a mercenary when she was younger. She just... Oh, there I go again. Always talking about my own things. It's okay if you don't. You could also just... talk about what you think of me?
Oh, I think you're an incredibly strong and thoughtful young woman. You'll meet many amazing people and live a very happy life. You won't miss someone like me.
Huh? Are those your friends over there?
Oh, right! This version of Atosa hasn't met us yet!
Friends? I guess you could say that. It must have taken them a lot of effort to find me. So, I should see what they need. I'm sorry, Atosa. We'll have to continue this conversation another time.
Another time, huh? Yeah, okay. I'll head back to the village then. Talk to you some other time.
It's nice to see you, Traveler. I believe this is the first time we've met.
The founder of the Abyss Order. The man who broke the curse of immortality. Born into abject sorrow, he shall now become the loom of fate. Dane's brother, one of the 5 sinners of Conria. The one who stole the power of the Abyss. No, that doesn't seem right. No. Born into abject sorrow. You're Kari Bear Alberic.
Oh. You know me? That's quite the surprise. I don't believe I've met you before. Oh, I see. It was the memory, wasn't it? Your sibling's memory. You saw... the me from back then. This is Atosa's memory. I came here to say goodbye to her. But I suppose I'll just leave her a message instead. Come, let's find somewhere else to talk. I suppose you could call it the realm of my consciousness. I'm someone who no longer exists in the real world, after all. As you well know. It's nothing. I still have enough strength to play the part of a good host. I've always hoped that I'd get the chance to talk to you like this, and now, the time has finally arrived. Extreme sorrow and pain. Hope and regret coursing through your veins. And a degree of abyssal power that defies comprehension. Father told me that once I possessed all those elements, I would become the loom of fate. But, despite his intentions for me, I never truly became the loom of fate. I was merely used as a means for its construction. In truth, I died the moment I set everything in motion. The person you see before you now is nothing but a remnant of consciousness left over within the loom of fate. As for your question, the loom of fate is a device capable of weaving ley lines. In its primitive form, it can only be used to create and implant memories. But, as more of it is completed, its power becomes stronger and stronger, until finally, it has the power to, once fully completed, the moment it gains the power to weave ley lines, it loses the lower level ability to influence memories, but it also becomes a tool that can change the entire world. Yes, I have the ability to control the loom in its semi-completed form. I suppose you can think of it as a form of compensation. After all, its existence cost me my life. Ah, that. I was wrong to implant those memories. I'm sorry I caused so much trouble. Not only for everyone in the village, but for you as well. I just wanted them to feel like I once existed in this world. As if I had a chance at life. I know, why would I do something so meaningless? But I just couldn't accept it. I had to know what it would be like if I had my own life. What kind of person I would be. What other people would think of me. Chief Ahmadiyya, Baram, Granny Jahiyat, Atosa. What would it be like if I could live alongside them? No cataclysm, no curse. Just a quiet life in a peaceful village. I was curious, so I selfishly tried to have my own life. Even if that meant piecing together the version of myself that could have been. One memory at a time. I know it sounds stupid. After all, any chance at living was stripped away from me when I was 8 years old. My consciousness left to mature in an illusory world of nothingness. Even the form you see before you was nothing but an invention based on my father's appearance. An imagined version of what I would look like if I had the chance to grow up. I know. But there's nothing I can do to make them find me. If I could exist in the real world, I would return without a second thought and surprise them with the suddenness of it all. But I know. Captain Dainsleif. Twilight's sword, you mean? No need to meet up with him. Things should already be settled on his end. Exactly. As someone who could only exist in people's memories, the fact that I'm able to talk to you in my consciousness like this can only mean one thing. The Loom of Fate has already been completed. No need to worry about Captain Dainsleif. He's absolutely fine. The only reason he lost the eye was because I happened to guess exactly what he was planning. Captain Dainsleif has had the eye inside his body this whole time, hasn't he? His plan was to lure the Abyss Order to a false location, capitalizing on their pursuit of the eye in order to have the chance to confront the princess. He would then hand the eye to you and tell you to take it away from that location. That way, Captain Dainsleif could accomplish his own goal and ensure the safety of the eye all at once. A very thorough plan. That's right, because in his mind, he had given it to you already. Before you two entered that false location.
Traveler, wait. We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
That was when I implanted the memory of him handing you the eye. Given the tense situation at that time, Captain Dainsleif failed to notice anything out of the ordinary, and took that memory to be real. I'm sorry, Traveler, but I needed the Loom of Fate to be completed. And to do that, we had to retrieve the eye. I promise I'm not trying to conceal anything from you, but I truly have no idea what the princess is planning. Tevat's ley line system is deeply entrenched in the planet. Creating new ley lines can neither replace nor extend the ones that already exist. In the face of everything they could be planning, I fear I'm too insignificant to even get a glimpse of the bigger picture. In any case, I had my own use for the Loom of Fate, and my goal... You remember my father, don't you? Clotar Alberic. I believe after he used the power of the Abyss to restore consciousness to my hilichurl form, to comfort me, my father told me a story. That this was a fairy tale world where I had to take on the form of a little monster. That story managed to dispel my fears, even if just for a moment. My goal was simple: to use the Loom of Fate in its near-completed form, when its ability to create memories was at its strongest, to implant a specific memory into the minds of the hilichurls. In that memory, I would tell them a story, just like my father did for me. It was a story of fairy tales and love. But I can't change the world. Not when I lost the very right to exist within it. Implanting those memories, that was the most worthwhile thing I could offer. All that's left of my existence is a wisp of residual consciousness tied to the Loom of Fate. In truth, that trace of my consciousness should have dissipated long ago. My goal was the one thing that allowed me to hold on all this time. But now, the bedtime story is finished.
Looks like I was too late to see Kari Bear one last time. Kari Bear's consciousness is gone, and this space will soon disappear along with it. Neither of us belongs here. That's why we're not tangible. Were that not the case, I'd love to hug you too. Well, how about a conversation? The chance to just stop and talk like this is certainly not easy to come by. Wouldn't you agree? That battle earlier was tough. The one against Dane, I mean. I didn't expect that after everything, he would still hesitate to raise his sword against me. Were it not for that, perhaps I'd still be no match for the Twilight Sword. Even after 500 years. The loom of fate, huh? I still haven't found a way to utilize it to its full potential. But there's still time before the heavenly principles awaken. Yes, for 500 years now, ever since the cataclysm in Conria. There's been no sign of activity. Not long ago, you witnessed the Hydro Archon destroy her divine throne. Yes? Such a flagrant disregard for the rules, and still Celestia took no action. I suppose that's proof enough of the Heavenly Principles situation. However, the Heavenly Principles will awaken. We just don't know when that will be, or what might trigger it. You could say that. Just look at Kari Bear. He was so pure and single-minded. The space we now find ourselves is a perfect representation of who he was. Quiet and peaceful. Even as a hilly churl, seeing the terrible sight within the mirror wasn't enough to taint his spirit. He brought comfort to the people of this world, even though he was denied the very right to be a part of it. So ask yourself this. Who was it that deprived... Of course, that's only one example. My feelings about the heavenly principles are too complicated to explain in just a few words. Ether?
You're the only one in this world who calls me that. There's so much I wanted to ask you, but for some reason, I'm not interested in asking those questions right now. There's just one thing I have to ask. One thing I could never understand. Why? Why can't we continue our journey together?
At the end of my journey, I arrived at a place known as the Sea of Flowers at the end. Do you remember? A long time ago, when we traveled between worlds together, you told me you wanted to find a place in the universe where that one flower was in full bloom. To have a place like that suddenly appear before me. Well, would you think of that as a coincidence?
You mean...
I miss you too, Ether. But as this war continues to rage, and as I continue to seek that final answer, I don't even know how to face myself sometimes, let alone my own brother.
Huh? What's going on?
This space has lost its tether. I doubt it'll be able to exist much longer. In fact, Aside from our inability to physically interact with each other, there's something else you should know about this space. With Kari Bear gone, we won't be able to remember anything that happened here. Everything in this space will be wiped from existence, including all memory of our reunion.
You're only telling me this now?
Still so sleepy. Oh, Paimon woke up a little earlier than you, so Paimon will fill you in. The villagers said that they saw us sleeping near the village yesterday. They couldn't wake us up no matter how hard they tried, so they just— Oh, and Dane came by just now. It looked like he didn't say anything, though. Just made sure that you were all right and left. Kinda seemed like he had a lot on his mind, but that's Dane for ya. Let's think for a second. We were in that memory, and we saw that guy you called Kari Bear. He was the missing villager that we've been trying to find, right? And after that, Paimon doesn't remember what happened. Wait, really? What a score! Well, what happened after that?
Ah, there you are. Sleep well?
Bayram, you sure seem happy. Did something good happen?
Something good? Huh. It's just that, well, the village organized another search party yesterday. It didn't feel right to leave all the searching to the adventurer. So there we were, searching away, when suddenly according to him, one day around dusk, he was passing by this one tree outside the There he was, sleeping under that tree all by himself. His parents came a little later to wake him up, and they all left together. And after that, well, we all started to feel like that really is what happened. Kind of strange that we forgot all about it for so long. Oh, and we also remembered his name, Kari Bear. Now, that's not a name you hear every day. Would have been helpful if we remembered it sooner. Well, I hope he's happy wherever he is, and we're all relieved now that we know what happened.
Seems like everyone thinks Kari Bear left the village. That's probably for the best. At least they have some sort of explanation now. Paimon wonders how Atosa's doing. Maybe we should go check on her. If she hasn't remembered like everyone else— Paimon didn't see her in the village just now, so— Hey, Atosa, how's it going?
Oh, it's you two. I was just about to go looking for you. I wanted to thank you. I was part of the search party, so I remembered what happened to Kari Bear now. Honestly, I just can't believe I forgot something so important. He always seemed to appear out of nowhere, and now he left just as quickly. If Kari Bear wants me to forget about the time we spent together, then I'm willing to try. I relied on him for a lot of things, but I'm sure with enough time, even the deepest of attachments can fade. Okay, I'll admit. I'm just putting on. I was dumped, wasn't I? Otherwise, why would he just leave like that without saying goodbye? You don't need to comfort me. I'll be okay. It's just like Kari Bear said. It's the things we overcome that make life more precious. And you know, if he has a heart, maybe he'll come back and see me one day. Anyway, thanks for all your hard work, you two. I promised I'd help Granny Jahiet with something, so I should head back. Goodbye.
Well, that should be it, right? Everyone... Oh, right! Weren't you about to tell a picture? It ruined Paimon's appetite for the whole day. Keep it. If we were on this, if we could replace. Wow, time flies! Just like that, it's time for us to embark on the next phase of our journey! We need to head to Natland next. Neverlight called it a nation of dragons, but that description doesn't give us much to go off of. Exactly! Even when Inazuma was completely closed off, we still managed to run into people from there and other nations. Huh. Could it be that there are no humans in Natland?
Yes, yes! That look of surprise and excitement is perfect! Hold it right there. Now look at the camera, and big smiles on 3. Ready?
Okay, just make sure you get Paimon's good side. Wait, hang on a minute! What's with the photo shoot, Charlotte?
Well, I heard you two were about to leave for the next part of your journey. After everything you did for Fontaine, the Steambird simply had to follow up on a scoop like that. Oh, I have a feeling we're going to be short on material once you're gone.
Oh, so you knew we were leaving. We don't need a big send-off. That's not really our thing.
Yeah, that's definitely not your style, but we got to thinking. And, well, a little change never...
All those obstacles we overcame side by side. Feels like it was just yesterday. Don't be a stranger now, partner.
If you encounter any troubles along your journey, you need only let us know, no matter the distance between us.
Partings are inevitable, of course, but distance makes the heart grow fonder, right? One thing will never change, though. We'll always have the memories we made together during this time.
Whoa, you're all here!
That we will. I'm looking forward to hearing about your future adventures, so make sure to stop by and tell us about them sometime.
Well, in light of your impending departure, shall we take a photo together?
Ooh, great idea! We even have a professional photographer with us. Charlotte,
Leave it to me. Just give me a moment to set the camera up.
oh, by the way, you're overthinking the whole Natlan issue, Paimon. Natlan has human inhabitants and its own unique culture. It's just that, because of their local customs, the native people choose not to leave. They're not unwelcoming to outsiders, though. People travel there for business and leisure alike, and usually return with nothing but good things to say.
Many members of the Spina have visited in the past, too.
Well, that's a relief. Hopefully we don't get swept up in any major drama this time.
Well, given your experience and skill in that regard, I have no doubt you'll be able to overcome anything that comes your way.
Still, I hope you can avoid danger this time around. An uneventful trip might be a nice change of pace.
All right, I'm ready. Shall we? Well then, traveler.
Bon voyage!
Safe travels, traveler. You're welcome back anytime. If you let us know in advance, we could arrange even more people to greet you when you
That would be quite the lively affair.
I heard there's a place in Natland that produces precious stones. Next time there's a lull in my work, I gotta go pay it a visit.
One picture to publish, and one...
these strange mountains, and so many animals Paimon has never seen before. Doesn't look like there are any cities around here, though. Where should we start? Good idea. Finding people means we can learn, and once we've met the Archon, we should have a better idea of what to expect during our journey. Well, Paimon hopes this one is easy to get along with. As long as we don't get on their bad side, we should be fine. Come on, let's keep following the road. Whoa! Check out those colorful pictures on the walls! We've got to be on the right track.
I'm sorry, Kachina. I know it's not right for us to go back on our word like this, but Kempoa and I have to do well during this pilgrimage.
You can't seem to find other people to join our team, and we don't have time to sit around and wait.
But if you two leave, I'll be the only one left.
We really are sorry, but you still have plenty of chances. You're young, and you bear an ancient name on top of that. We're just ordinary tribal warriors with years of battle under our belt and no glory to show for it. Not to mention the physical toll of all that fighting. We're no longer in our prime.
We barely had a chance last time, remember? We can't expect a better result with even fewer people. Pilgrimage registration closes tonight. This is our last chance to switch teams.
Well, I just wish I was stronger. I'm nothing compared to the other ancient name bearers. But never mind. Guess this is just par for the course as Uthabiti, huh? I'm sure I'll figure something out.
Well, if we do well this time, there's still a spot for you at the victory feast.
Yeah, even though we're not participating in the competition together, we're still friends, aren't we?
Of course. Anyway, you guys should get going before it's too late. Go form a really strong team, okay? Guess I'll have to wait until the next pilgrimage.
Looks like that little girl over there was just abandoned. Wonder what happened.
Huh? Oh, gosh, I'm fine. Don't worry about me. Wait, I haven't seen you around the tribe before.
Yep, we just got to Natland.
Oh, welcome! I'm Kachina. Uthabiti Kachina. Oh, that's something we call an ancient name. It's a tradition we have here in Natlan, although it's kind of complicated to explain. If you're here for the pilgrimage of the return of the sacred flame, you'll find out what they mean soon enough.
So, this pilgrimage, is that what you were discussing earlier?
Oh, yeah! It's a competition we hold every so often, where everyone competes to try and... The competition receives tons of attention, so if you place highly, you're guaranteed instant acclaim, and you earn the right to take part in the Night Warden Wars. Basically, the winners become heroes, and that's pretty much everyone's goal around here.
Sounds like a massive fighting tournament or something. Do you have to...
Well, due to the sheer number of participants, The pilgrimage is actually Phase 1 is a team competition. Usually, an ancient name bearer serves as the team captain and leads their team in various battles around Natlan, with the goal of capturing Sacred Flame. Oh, and an ancient name bearer is just someone with one of those titles I mentioned earlier. Someone like me. Once the team competition is over, the participants from the winning teams qualify to take part in individual one-on-one matches.
Yeah, the skill seems pretty huge. Wait a minute. If ancient name bearers lead the team...
Sure am. Although, the key to winning is in the strength of the team captain. That's what everyone says. But, the difference in strength between bearers can practically be night and day. So, their decision does make sense. I'd feel the same way if I were in their shoes. All ancient name bearers have to take part. It's our duty. So if no one wants to be on my team, then at worst I'm looking at a few extra scrapes and scratches. I'm not great at fighting, but I always manage to get—
Psst, Traveler. Based on the direction of this conversation, Paimon thinks it might be time for us to do our thing. Yep. Time for the next phase of our journey to start for real.
What are you guys talking about? Sorry, didn't mean to freak out on you. I really appreciate the offer. That's so unbelievably generous of you. But only people from Natlan—
Oh, Paimon thought we could just join your team and fight our way to the top and then become heroes.
It's alright. Really. I mean, no one's ever offered to join my team before.
Really?
We're all usually on good terms, but whenever pilgrimage registration rolls around, it feels like everyone starts avoiding me. They don't make eye contact or bring up the pilgrimage. I probably don't even need to it's pretty obvious there's nothing to gain from being on my team.
Oh, don't you worry. The Traveler's strong enough for the three of us. Gods, dragons, giant narwhals. He can give them all a run for their Mora.
Oh, I get it. You are able to overlook my lack of strength because you're confident in your own skills.
That's right! We always try to help people out during our travels. That's what makes a true adventurer!
A true adventurer. You guys are really special. You know you're strong, but you don't take yourselves too seriously. That's exactly the kind of person I want to become. You're planning on staying in Natlan for a little while, right? Mind if I try to learn from you while you're here?
Learn from us?
Yeah, you know, like a disciple or a sidekick. You don't even have to teach me anything. I'll just observe. I promise I won't be in the way. Besides, I can take you to see the sights and introduce you to Natlan.
What do you think, Traveler? Seems like she really looks up to you. Oh, right! Didn't those people from earlier say the registration period was about to end?
Don't worry about it. I wouldn't be able to manage it this close to the deadline anyway. I lose all the time. I'm used to it. Everyone around me is used to it. So it's fine. No one expects anything out of me. But if I manage to learn a thing or two from you, I might just pull off a win next time. Thank you! Who would have thought I'd get the chance to meet such impressive adventurers? Today must be my lucky day! Well, come with me, you two. I'll show you where I grew up and introduce you to our tribe, the Children of Echoes. Hello, I'm Kachina, a member of the Children of Echoes. I adore green fruits and...
Whoa. That thing over there looks super intimidating. You sure it's not gonna fall off?
Don't worry. Our tribe works closely with stone. That's one of our symbols, actually. It's not going anywhere, I promise you.
So, Saurians aren't bishops?
Many of our tribespeople love music and dance and have an amazing sense of rhythm. In the past, Outlanders have come here just to study our culture and exchange views. My parents wanted me to learn dance, but I wanted to become a warrior instead.
Not to confuse attitude with appetite.
Hey, it's Io! Come on, over here! Allow me to introduce you. This is Io, my Saurian companion, and also an important member of my family. He's saying hello.
Saurian? So in Natlan, you can...
Of course. Natlan is not only a nation of heroes, but also a nation of Saurians. They occupy an important place in every tribe. Outlanders always seem to think of Io as my pet, but that's not the case at all. Io and I go on adventures together, but he also has a Saurian family and a place to stay of his own. Sometimes he even brings his entire family over to eat at our house. The children of Echoes have the closest ties to the Tepetlisaurs, which are naturally very friendly to humans. That's how our relationship became what it is today. All Saurians have their own personalities, but I think calling them our companions pretty much sums it up. See? Io agrees with me.
Oh! You're here too!
No way! You have a Saurian companion too! Oh, what a sweet little thing! I think your friend here will get along with Io just fine. Alright, you two go have fun. I've got some important business to handle, and then I'll be right back. No mischief, okay? And you better not go leading your new friend astray, or I'm telling your parents. This is the most cherished and most sacred item in our tribe. It symbolizes the Wayab that protects us and grants us blessings.
Wayab? Is that a god of some sort?
Sort of. We believe the Wayab dwell beneath the earth, while the Pyro Archon hails from above. We hold regular gatherings here, actually. Our chief recounts and interprets dreams relating to our Wayab to decipher its will. The Wayab know the past and can foresee the future. Isn't that extraordinary?
Huh? Kachina, what are you doing here?
Chief! Oh, let me introduce you. This is Pakal, the chief of our tribe. Chief, these two just arrived in Natlan. They're super accomplished adventurers, and they're letting me stick by them so I can learn a thing or two.
Kachina is a child of our tribe. Her safety is my responsibility. So I'll just come out and... I don't know how you met her, but I'm going to need you to prove your identity.
Whoa. There's no need for that, Chief. They're good people. I can...
A feeling isn't going to satisfy your parents, Kachina.
How about... we show you our adventurer handbook. It's where all our previous travels are recorded.
The people who belong to the Adventurers Guild are kind of a mixed bag. I prefer... Huh? You're the Traveler. And you're Paimon.
Paimon is a guide. Jeez, these rumors are getting out of control. Well, okay, maybe this one's not that bad. It does make you seem super powerful and mysterious, Travel.
Wait, is there something?
You haven't heard?
Nope.
Learn well from him, Kachina. It's unlikely you've ever had a teacher of greater merit.
Really? To earn that kind of praise from the chief, you guys must be even stronger than I thought.
Apologies for not trusting your word.
Oh, don't worry about it. You were just doing your duty.
Well, Kachina's still young, so you can never be too careful. As for you, Kachina, isn't registration about to close? Why haven't you headed out yet?
Don't worry, Chief. I told my teammates to go ahead. I'll catch up with them in a bit. I may not be much of a fighter, but I am quick on my feet.
Kachina's trying not to worry him, huh?
I see. Well, I hope I wasn't interrupting anything just now. If I did, just tell me where you left off, and I might be able to help with the explanations.
Let me think. I told them about the Wayab, so now's the perfect time to dive into ancient names. Good thing you're here, Chief. I don't think I could explain.
Oh, right! That word kept popping up in our conversation earlier. So what does it mean exactly?
Well, Natlan is a nation of heroes, whose valiant deeds are preserved and passed down over time in the form of stories. You can think of an ancient name almost like a label for these stories. By mentioning an ancient name, we remind ourselves of the epic sagas of heroes past.
For example, the most famous bearer of my ancient name fought in 27 Night Warden Wars. By the time he fought in his last one, he was already over 60 years old. Even though he wasn't quite where he used to be physically speaking, he still managed to achieve top rankings during the pilgrimage. Impressive, right?
Ancient names allow us to preserve the stories of the past. But they're also much more than that. Think of an ancient name almost like an heirloom passed down from generation to generation. Do you have your stone on you, Kachina?
Of course. Here, take a look.
Whoa, that black stone looks so mysterious. It's like there's something shiny inside it.
The Wayab decide who is deserving of inheriting an ancient name. Once a successor is selected, the name becomes theirs to bear, and their deeds are then preserved within it. As time passes, ancient names come to represent the heroic deeds of more and more bearers, and their value becomes even more profound. In turn, the accomplishments preserved within it serve as an inspiration for the next generation of successors.
Just like me. I'm still not sure why our Wayab chose me of all people. But if I didn't know the stories of all the past heroes, how they never stopped fighting, I probably would have given up a long time ago.
Then you're saying this stone doesn't have any actual power? Like it's not gonna make Paimon super strong or smart?
None at all, and that is precisely how it exercises its unique value.
Think of it this way. If you become a hero because the heavens granted you strength, are your triumphs earned or given?
Oh, Paimon gets it! If people start to ask those kinds of questions, the stories suddenly become a lot less inspirational.
Someone had this to say about ancient names. Our forebears carved miracles into obsidian rock, yet future bearers looked upon them and saw strength. The miracles of the past become the motivations of the present. The limitations of the past become the breakthroughs of today. That's more or less the gist of it. So there's no rush, Kachina. Many people struggle to understand the Wayab's judgment after receiving an ancient name. As long as you never stop trying to improve your abilities and surpass yourself, your time will come.
Thank you, Chief. I'll get it together, just you watch. Well, it's getting late. I've got to get to the Stadium of the Sacred Flame. Oh, right. I'm not sure where you're headed, but mind taking a detour with me?
Is that where the pilgrimage is taking place?
Yep. And outside of competition season, it's the place where our intertribal gatherings are held. Of course! She's the most important figure in the entire event!
Sounds like a plan then. Let's go!
Well, if the Traveler and Paimon are with you, then I don't need to worry about your safety. Be on your way.
Alright, we're off! I got so carried away just now, I didn't consider what would happen if our destinations were different. Luckily, that's not the case. Or, well, I guess we just have to meet up after the tournament.
You sure it's okay you didn't tell the chief about your team?
Chief Pakal's a really nice guy. If he knew the truth, he might even ask to join me. But he's not as young as he used to be, and he's got some old injuries that still bother him. He's not cut out for any more attempts. He'll find out what really happened when he sees me compete. I'm sure I'll get an earful for lying, but this is for the best.
Yeah. Your teammates left you high and dry and you made sure they didn't feel guilty about it.
It's not their fault, really. The pilgrimage is extremely important to the people of Natlan. We all grow up listening to stories about the heroes of the past and dream of becoming warriors with the strength to defend our nation. Not out of a selfish desire for glory, but to lend our strength to a greater cause. Anyway, don't worry about it for now. Once you witness the spectacle for yourself, maybe it'll all start to make more sense. It'll also be a great opportunity to experience our culture and history. Alright, time to leave our settlement. Let's head that way. Our
Let's fly! The statue is so pretty! Is that what the Pyro Archon is like?
You betcha! Beautiful, effortlessly confident, and absolutely awesome!
It didn't work when you tried earlier either. Now we know that wasn't a fluke. What's going on here?
Huh? You can get elemental power from the Statue of the Seven?
This would have been such a good opportunity to show Kachina how impressive you are. It's so weird that it's not working. There must be something about Natlan.
Aw, I would have liked to see that.
Sorry, Kachina. We got your hopes up for nothing.
No, it's alright. If anything, I'm even more curious now. Were you really able to gain elemental powers just by touching the Statue of the Seven? That's something only vision bearers can use. Could you show me? Only if you want.
Take it away, Trap.
Wow! Different elemental powers, wielded by a single person! I've never even heard of something like that! Let me give it a try! Nope. Still just Geo. Anyway, I was right! You really are something special!
Just wait until you hear about our previous adventures. Whoa! What's that?
That's a cuckoo soar. They fly high and fast, and they're always full of energy.
Right? It's been ages since that day we first saw Dvalin. We've come so far.
Oh, before I forget, we've got a pretty... They look like shiny little gems, don't they? Don't be fooled, though. I always bring a few when I know I'm gonna be out and about for a while.
Woo! Paimon loves candy!
My pleasure, my pleasure! I've got all sorts of bits and bobs on me.
Wait. Huh? No. Whatever.